Welcome, my friends, to the Castile Arena for the greatest bullfight of the season. We have the majestic matador, Don Juan Silvio, facing the greatest challenge of his career. And Don Juan bows low, accepting the grace of the ladies. He tests his sword. He looks truly indestructible. And the bull, any second now, will be released from the gate. It's the dreaded tiny bull of San Marco. He doesn't stand a chance. Run! Flee, Don Juan!
Ha ha! You mock me with this bull. It is tiny, no bigger than a bee. I will crush it easily.
Run! Run, you fool, run! And now the toreadors round up the vicious tiny bull using a dustpan and brush, while the twitching body of Don Juan is carried away to the mockery and the jeers of the women. And the crowd is certainly enjoying this using their high-powered telescopes. And of course, for Don Juan Silvio, his career is over. And from now on, whenever he sees a small ball of fluff blow across his carpet, he will shit himself with fear. Fresh from retirement to face the incredible challenge of this minuscule beast is the greatest matador of all España, Pedro Matillo! The arena is on fire to see the great Matillo back in the ring. This is the stamp of legend, a matador loved by all women, respected by all men, and feared by all bulls. Surely, the tiny bull of San Marco will meet its fate today.
Tiny bull of San Marco! Today, you die!
And the gates burst open. And Matillo's being drawn clear out of the arena, and the tiny bull snorts with a sadistic miniature pleasure, mocking the world of large man. And the crowd goes wild, showering the ring in flowers, cakes, and tiny buns. Which is unfortunate because the tiny bull is diabetic.
A year ago, I was asked if I would like to sponsor a UN weapons inspector. It was explained to me by a student in a green vest that due to there being no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, there have been hundreds of United Nations weapon inspectors with nowhere to go and nothing to do. Fortunately, a sanctuary has been built for them where they're able to roam free and eat as much rolled herring as they can fit into their little bearded faces. For just £5 a month, my contribution keeps an inspector clothed and fed and provides him with his very own play ball that he can inspect, thus giving him something to do. Moved by this heartwarming story, I said yes, I would like to sponsor a weapons inspector. And so, every month, £5 comes out of my account and goes to help Geets Flaubert, head of the Belgian contingent of the UN Weapons Inspection Programme. Every year, on my birthday, I receive a card and a little drawing from Geets. And on Christmas, he writes me a letter telling me how grateful he is for his little red play ball. We do live in dangerous times. Violence has seeped into every part of our culture. Even the most conservative of our radio programs has felt this effect.
Hello, and welcome to Gardener's Question Time, which this week is coming from the sleepy village of Plumley in Norfolk. And can we have our first question, please?
John Spivey, I have a question for the panel. I have bought near on £600 weight in fertiliser, and I was wondering how much molar explosive potential I can yield from such an amount. Can the panel advise?
What are you thinking of bringing down with this improvised explosive device?
Well, I was thinking, Western democracy?
Well, you want to get yourself a decent wheelbarrow. None of those rubbishy plastic ones in there. You want to get yourself some decent soap flakes and sugar. And then very carefully, of course, make sure you pick the right time of year. Timing's very important. And you can cover it all with plastic sheeting to keep off the frost. That's very important. Have you got a false passport?
No.
Well, in that case, planning for next season, you'll have to dig a 6-foot hole in a nice shady part of the garden, preferably underneath a nice hardy perennial, and then shoot yourself in the head.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
And can we have our next question, please?
Grim Bigwell, Plumley Allotment Society. My question is, I would like to drive a 60-foot edge into the side of the Houses of Parliament, but I'm worried about the top falling off and landing in a bus. Any suggestions? Hello, hello, hello! The Franz Kafka Big Band was performed by Jerry Marshall, Dave Barr, Craig Stobo and Ellis Smith. It was written by Colin and Ellis Smith with additional shite by the cast. It was engineered by Ian Henderson and mixed by Kahl Henderson at Savalas Studios. Lovely boys. It was produced by Colin Edmonds. He's a Mr. Showbiz. I was a Demus production for the jewel in the crown of Scotland Broadcasting Radio Scotland.